This video is sponsored by LastPass. And since for this video we're talking general setup tips, I figured some great password management would be a great fit here. And LastPass is one of the best and easiest ways to control and manage all of your passwords for your logins and sites that you frequently visit. This means no more using the same password for almost every single website, and no longer do you have to go through the process of writing it down, losing it, forgetting, and then resetting every time. It's just all a vicious cycle you can now avoid. And you no longer have to worry about what your favorite teacher's name was back in 2003. I've worked with LastPass for a while now, if you guys remember, even dating back to my 2017 back to school video, and it feels good to not have to worry about my passwords with LastPass keeping it all locked down. There's no more typing it in yourself, they have it all under control, and everything is consolidated in their own accessible, secure vault. They recently updated their multi-factor authentication for things like Microsoft and YubiKey, which is going to make your account that much more secure from hackers trying to gain access. If you're interested in all the ways they help you with your password management, I'll drop a link down below. Thanks again to LastPass for sponsoring. Now on to the video. What's up guys, I'm randomfrankp, and these are 5 affordable tips and tricks on how to improve your gaming setup, brought to you by LastPass. This is kind of like the 3rd episode. We've done 2 videos like this over the past 2 years or so. This is all just aimed to, give you some ideas on how to improve your setup if you're all about the setup game. If you see anything you like, I will have it all listed for you in the description down below so you can check it out. But the big thing here is just, cheap, affordable options. And speaking of which, first off is a kind of a quirky little tip. This is actually a plate stand for putting plates on display, but a good little tip for your headphones. I picked up a pack of these from Amazon for like $7, and there's a few ways you can actually use this. And first off is gonna be using this with your PC case. A lot of cases nowadays, and obviously if you have one, you know what I'm talking about. What you can do is just put this hanger on the top of the case in that little slit there and hang your headphones from it. So that way it's gonna be on your PC at arm's reach, keeping all the cables and stuff off of your desktop. Or if you have a smaller desk, you can just bend the hanger to sit off the side there, hang it off so you can just mount your headphones there. Pretty simple. So for $7, definitely a nifty little hack. But say you're more about aesthetic, you can always pick up some of these official headphone hangers from companies. This one is from the Glorious Gaming PC Race. You can just mount this one right under your desk, hang both headphones down from each side. These are typically under $15, usually closer to $10, and I've showed them off in the past. But what you get with this is just having the ability to hang 2 headphones, and with these being mounted under your desk, it just more so keeps it out of sight. Next up is gonna be like a makeshift mouse bungee, and that's by using cable organizers. They sell these to use like on the back of your desk or on the sides or whatever. You can pick these up in tons of different shapes and sizes and colors. You can always use one as a mouse bungee. So say you want to mount one of these, close to the back side of your desk, there's not a lot of snag when you're gaming and stuff. Or you could even put one of these on the back of your monitor. So I figured using some of these cable organizers in an unorthodox kind of way would help you save some money from mouse bungees that are typically around like 15 to 20 bucks. And odds are you can find these in your local dollar store for like $1 or $2. Next is gonna be how to improve the looks of your setup with your desktop wallpaper, and that's using Wallpaper Engine. I just did a more in-depth, more detailed video on this last week, but definitely gonna help you just give more life to your setup. So with Wallpaper Engine, it's available on Steam for $3.99. This is gonna let you download hundreds upon thousands of wallpapers there to fit your setup's theme or your setup style. But not only that, a lot of them are interactive and there's some subtle movement to a lot of them. I'll show you guys some of my favorites real quick, but the main thing here is some of them you can have some movement in the water on your wallpaper. Maybe like some fog or some rain coming down. Pretty much any game, any genre, anything you could think of, they have a wallpaper for it here. But what I also really like is they give you the opportunity inside to create your own. So if you have a wallpaper you already like, you can upload it. And then there are tons of effects you can go in and add to your wallpaper. Things like I said before with, movement in the water, sunshine, particle effects, fire, smoke. You can layer up PNGs, kind of like Photoshop, and make it all 3-dimensional if you want. It's actually really impressive with all the tools they give you. So once you spend the time to get to learn your way around Wallpaper Engine, the easier it's gonna be to make a wallpaper and to achieve that look you're going for. So I figured since I'm always getting asked about my desktop wallpaper, I'd add this little tip for you guys who don't know about Wallpaper Engine already. And like I said, if you wanna check out my more in-depth video on it, I'll drop that down below. But the key here is just, all about the aesthetic. So matching your wallpaper to your setup is gonna make it look 10 times better. Now this next one's gonna be a little bit more about comfort when it comes to your setup, and that's this little foot hammock. This is gonna be so when you're kicking back, just lounging at your setup, watching movies, listening to music, chilling. And the idea behind this is very simple. It is a hammock for your feet. It's a footrest. Now, since I have a longer desk, I couldn't put it on both of the sides here because it's just not big enough, obviously, for 98 inches. So I just mounted it behind my desk towards the wall so it would still mount down and it wouldn't fall off. And I have it positioned so where I'm sitting most of the time, I can just kick my feet up and chill. This one in particular was 12 bucks, and I've seen them anywhere from like $10 to $20. And lastly is a little product that I had just lying around the studio that kind of inspired me to do the third episode of this. That is this Moment lens brush. This is meant to keep a lot of dust and stuff off of your like lenses for camera gear, but I use this with my keyboard. So odds are if you spend a lot of time at your setup, your keyboard probably has a lot of dust and just, particles and nasty stuff in it that you want to clean out. And for me, I use the Corsair Gaming K95 Platinum keyboard, so that is a nice brushed metal finish. But the double-edged sword with that is while it looks nice, it just holds so much more dust in those fine lines. And if you have a pet, you're probably gonna find a lot of hair in there too. And around once every week or two, I use this to clean it all out. So the little brush inside is retractable, and the bristles themselves are nice and soft. And why I choose to use this over a cheap like $1 or $2 brush from the dollar store for like a makeup brush or a paintbrush is because those bristles always fall out. This will clean all the dust and stuff, no problems. And actually on the other end, the side screws off here, really like this little padded surface, which is gonna be a great little thing for like cleaning down your phone screen or something like that. I think it's just a nifty little desktop tool you can keep right there in a drawer or something like that. Clean your screens, keep your keyboard clean. So I better not be seeing any dust and Cheetos embedded into your keys. Alright guys, that'll wrap it up in my video on 5 affordable tips and tricks on how to improve your gaming setup, brought to you by LastPass. I hope you all enjoyed, and don't forget I will have all the products listed in the description down below so you can check them out, as well as the links you can also check out LastPass to keep your password management game on point. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up to show your support. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at randomfrankp, and lastly, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Well, I'm randomfrankp. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.